Are you ready to make some art? Welcome to Creative Solace Studios. This is my playtime in this mini journal, and we're seeing what we can do in a short, bite-sized project. We'll be setting the timer for 5 minutes. Check out the other videos in this series, and the 5 supplies that we'll be using today will also include some tools. So I'm counting supplies as the materials that will remain on the paper after the project is done. So let's start with the supplies first. Supply number 1 is going to be some block printing ink. It is thicker than paint. If you do this with paint, it might not hold the stamp or the print as well. Next, we will be using some fluid acrylic paint for an accent color and some heavy body acrylic paint for a similar accent color. I'm using 2 different types of paint because that's what I have in the colors that I wanted, but there's no particular reason why I have 2 different kinds other than that. I'm finding that the Stickles glitter glue is a really quick and easy touch of sparkle to these quick art lessons. That's an easy way to get some glittery goodness onto your page. And for some reason, I'm feeling like using this donut washi tape today. So those will be the 5 supplies that remain on the page in the finished project. The tools, the bonus tools to get that done today will be a piece of styrofoam. And this is the kind that I ordered. It's actually called a Presto foam printing plate. If you don't have that, you could try it with various types of styrofoam that you might have. You could also use a rubber stamp in place of this, or you could just paint the design. The benefit of doing a print such as on this foam, and you could use the more technical easy cut or linoleum cut to actually carve a stamp, but the benefit of doing a print is that when you're painting, like, let's say we're using black, you're painting the black design, where a print, the design will be the color of the paper, and you're going to be printing the negative space, the background of it. So it's like the opposite of painting with a paintbrush, but either can work as an alternative for this project. For the printing, I'll be using a pencil to carve in the stamp. It's not for drawing. You could use a stylus or an awl as well. I will be using a fine tip brush with some water, a brayer, and a printing plate. So this project does have a few extra tools in there today, in addition to the 5 supplies that we'll be using on our paper. So the main focus today is this little print. I cut the foam into a square that's a little bit smaller than my page. The foam itself is a larger rectangle. I did that so we could have a frame or a border around it, and because of the short time, I want to focus on a simple design. So I'm going with a spiral. Spirals have lots of meaning. You can think of what that might symbolize to you, and depending on how much room I have after I etch that in there, I might do a little extra design with the spiral. So that's where we are going. Thank you for joining me on this quick artistic journey. I am squeezing that ink up to have it ready when I open it. Then I'm starting my spiral with the pencil, pushing really hard. I don't want to carve all the way through the styrofoam, but I want to give it a nice line that is a relief. I'm going over it a second time just to make sure. And I'm also being careful not to scratch the styrofoam with my fingers or fingernails, because that can easily leave marks that will impact your design. I think I have a little bit of room to do some embellishments, so I am going for some quick leafy shapes coming off my spiral. So my spiral is turning into a vine spiral. Of course, you can do whatever design or pattern that you want. Your art is your creative project, so go for what you choose. And if you're choosing a rubber stamp or just painting or drawing something in the middle of that page, now is the time to do that as well. Okay, we are not quite done with half of our time, but I am going to pick up the pace because I'm aware that that took a while. With the ink, if you use a lot of it, a big glob of it, it will get stuck in your stamp and you won't get as clear of a print. An option, of course, is to do your print on a separate paper to make sure that you like it. I'm doing mine right in my art journal, and my thought is, if I don't like it, if it doesn't come out clear, that's what I mean to say, if it's not a clear print, then I will just do it again on another paper and glue it on top. So I'm going for quick and easy projects with this mini art journal, and I'm stamping this right into it. The stamp will be the mirror image of what you did in there. I am centering it and pressing it down, but careful not to move it even a slight bit because we don't want a double image. There we go. Didn't get quite as clear up in here as I would have hoped, but not bad for a short amount of time. I'm coming in with the yellow fluid acrylic, working the corners of the border frame. Also, I should mention I chose to stamp it on this side because if I went over there, it was bumpy. The page behind it, is raised up, has textures behind it, and I thought I had the best chance of getting a clear print if I went on this right side of the art journal page. My clock is ticking away behind me. And you know what? I forgot to put the washi tape on there. Do I still want it? Oh, I tried to do a big project in 5 minutes and I'm going to go over. We have less than 30 seconds left because I'm going to go back. I was going to put this washi tape underneath that paint. Do I want to put it inside or over here? Yep, I'm still going to go back with my plan. I will turn off the timer so that doesn't make the buzzing sound, and know that this was the 5-minute mark, which truthfully that's a lot to get done in 5 minutes. The question is, do I still want this on all the sides? I do. That's where I was going originally with this plan. I think to me the donuts on this washi tape stood out because of the spiral that I was planning to do on the printmaking project. So they're kind of playing off from each other. You know what though? I think I'm only going to do it on 2 sides. Let's see what this looks like if I do something slightly different than what I thought I was doing. Let's try the red on the washi tape and the yellow on the paper and see if that looks like a good combination, or we should put them both. Okay, the yellow is feeling like going inside the donuts. That's what it's telling me. You gotta go with your gut response to the supplies and how they speak to you. That brightens it up and connects with the other parts of the paper. I will stop the paint for there because this is still meant to be a quick, easy project, even though our timer stopped. And I am debating whether I want some of the glitter glue around some of the leaves, mimicking the spiral right next to the spiral, or on the outside in the border. Choices. I'll go with my original thought, which was some of the leaves, but I may want it in another place also. I feel like it's almost done. I want that pop of glitter right there. And a border of glitter right there. That looks good to me. After this dries, I'll trim off the edges of the washi tape. Thank you for playing with 5 supplies in 5 minutes with me and taking this project anywhere where it takes you. There's options in any art lesson to make it your own.